स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी किसी भी छोटी या बड़ी अपडेट के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें स्पोर्ट्स तक और साथ ही किसी भी नोटिफिकेशन को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।
We've probably spoken about obviously 235 on any ground in one-day cricket. It's probably not enough. But in saying that, we fought hard during the game, so we're playing really good cricket at the moment. We've taken some confidence from how we've played this summer, particularly after the T20 win here. So we've spoken about just improving. Defending a higher total will be good, but we bowled really well. We're fielding really well. It's all going to click.
No short match that first game. Do you know if he's available for the second game?
Sorry, I've got no idea. I assume so. I think it was just a bit of jet lag, but yeah.
What do you think? Just your own form? How's it coming out?
Ball's coming out nicely. I've tried to adapt to the conditions as best as possible. I felt like last time we were here 18 months ago, we were probably a little bit underdone. I know that, particularly myself, I hadn't played any cricket. So I feel like I'm better prepared just from playing a lot of cricket this summer and playing here more often, getting used to the conditions. It's been good.
Up the back.
Adam, your captain, Aaron Finch is not in form. He is not on runs. So how does it affect the morale of the team when your leader is not leading from the front, or how do you cope up with this?
I think if you ask Aaron, he would probably agree with you that he's not in the best form of his life. But in terms of morale, he's been unbelievable. He hasn't captained a lot for Australia, but he's been doing a really good job to keep himself really good for the team. Aaron's been great, and he's a world-class player. I think someone said the other day he's got the third or fourth most hundreds in one-day cricket for Australia. So, we've seen with guys like Virat, Dhoni. At the end of the day, their experience has probably been the difference between us in Australia and obviously the first game here. So Finch's experience is going to be pivotal for us moving forward. We know he's going to turn it around.
Hi Adam, you had a good outing in Hyderabad the other day. But in Nagpur, the conditions could be different because the weather, the wicket looks a little more friendly to the batters. So as a spinner, how challenging will it be for you to make it count? And because Australia doesn't have a very good history at this delivery level.
I guess it's just dependent on the situation. I haven't had a look at the wicket yet, but it depends on the scenario of the game. If it is a good wicket, then I guess it's it's more defend first kind of tactics from me. I'll just see as the situation comes and just adapt from that, I guess.
Adam, how does it help to have that continuity, just playing sort of every match? I think last 4 or 5 series, playing for Australia and featured in every game, just to have sort of 3 games on the trot. I mean, how does that help you?
I guess I've probably learnt from my summer at home in particular, probably thinking too far ahead. There's obviously a lot of exciting times coming up for the one-day squad, so even looking back 3 or 4 months is probably thinking about that a little bit too much. So now I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Dependent of whether I'm in the team or not, dependent on situation, match scenarios. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. So that's kind of helped me, I guess. I probably could have looked back at the last few games and I didn't get any wickets my last 2 ODIs, but I felt like I bowled really well and kept it simple, and I knew that wickets were around the corner, so I felt like it was a bit of a confidence boost the other night to get a couple of big wickets. But I know that after that now the Indians are going to be even more all over what I'm doing, so
You mentioned what you're doing, like the ball that you're bowling, you got Virat out. Is that something that you've worked on, like bowling those sort of skidding, is that something that, especially last sort of couple of months?
No, it's the ball skidding on, and a bit of bounce and overspin is something that I've probably done as my strength my whole life. It's probably the one that I've been working on is the one that got Rodu out. So I don't know. It's just adapting. Like I feel like last time I came to India 18 months ago, I wasn't really bowling very well. I was low on confidence, and I probably just thought that, you know, the 12 months prior to that, you know, I could just rest my case on that a little bit. But yeah, I just want to learn and get better, and that's all I can really do at the moment.
Well, you spoke about the last over of India being very difficult for you. Now, I mean, the ball that got Virat out especially, it looked like a googly, but it skidded fairly straight on. And we've seen it ball you similar balls across for the Melbourne Stars and also the CPL for Jamaica, Guyana, and they play T20 cricket around the world in different conditions. How has it helped you become a more evolved limited overs bowler?
Yeah, I guess just from IPL experience and seeing these guys play, it's probably nothing like in my variety of wrong ones or anything like that. It's just probably trying to work out the best ways to bowl to these batsmen, and I feel like, particularly in one-day cricket, most leg spinners these days are attacking the stumps, and that's my strength. So I feel like as soon as I get away from the stumps, particularly guys like Virat, you know, saw the other night with Yadav, as soon as I got, you know, a little bit frustrated or tried to get ahead of the game and went wide of the stumps, and that's when the damage happened. So particularly I'm just trying to work on staying away from their strengths, I guess.
Indian batting orders got a star-studded batting lineup. You have guys like Virat, Rohit, Dhawan, and Dhoni as well. So for a young, rising leg spinner like you, how do you see this challenge of coming here in your own conditions, going against such top-class batting lineup?
Yeah, you're right. It's an amazing batting lineup. You know, it always has been ever since I've started playing for Australia for the last 3.5 years or whatever it's been now. They've been one team that's been a really big challenge for me, and it's exciting. Like I probably, as I said earlier, I'm trying to not get too far ahead, and I'm probably not trying to be too harsh on myself either, because you're right. Like Virat, guys like that, they're amazing. They're amazing players. So I think if I can, yeah, just try and somehow be in the game for as long as possible, try and play my role as best as I can. You know, that's all I can really do. To answer your question, I'm just trying not to be too hard on myself. You know, there's going to be, especially in grounds in India, the way they are, you're going to get hit for boundaries. I guess it's the nature of the way it is. Yeah, just trying to read the match scenarios, read the situation and who I'm up against, and go do my best from there.
Adam, against Virat, 9 innings and 5 wickets, something other bowlers started to get him out, something you could brag about your teammates as well. 9 innings, 5 wickets, and what has worked for you against Virat? Or you would try differently, or I mean, of course you can brag about everyone. 5 wickets and 9 innings is pretty special.
Yeah, look, it's nice to get players like that out, but you know, I feel like the best one was probably the first one, the first T20 here, and then the one in Brisbane. Felt like they were really big wickets just because they were good for the match situation, and we ended up winning the game. You know, getting Virat out is one thing. As you saw the other night, we got Virat out for a run of ball. He looked like he was in, so it was a big wicket at the time. But then you've got to try and work out how to get Dhoni out. You've got to work out how to try and get Rohit out. It's just, yeah, Virat's a big wicket, but there's 6 or 7 pretty big wickets in the Indian team.
I saw you walk in there with the gold floppy. What does it mean to you to see so many people in the team support staff wearing the gold floppy?
The gold floppy is important to us, yeah. I think we're going to try and push for the yellow baggy green though. For the baggy, sorry, I said the yellow baggy green. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The yellow baggy for the one days at home next year with the retro kit. So if we can get those across the line, maybe a vote again. I don't know, but yeah, that'd be nice for us ODI players.
Ask about the quicks. How do you feel they've gone so far, I suppose, in conditions that aren't generally favourable for them?
The quicks, yeah, they've been. I think, you know, guys like Nathan Coulter-Nile, you ask him, he probably feels like he hasn't been at his best, but you know, I guess the match situations for us in the last few ODIs is that we've had moderate totals to defend, and we've made games of them. So you know, I think the whole bowling attack can go into the rest of the series with a lot of confidence. I think, you know, guys like Camo, we've built pressure. It's just that, I guess, when you're bowling to guys like this and they only need 6 or 7 and over, you really need to keep taking wickets, and they've absorbed the pressure better than a lot of other teams around the world have. Dhoni's done it for such a long time, so we're just going to try and work that out. But I feel like we've been bowling really well.